Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Winter Baseball Classic tourney. It continues tonight, an island special. We've got Vancouver Island and Rhode Island. And this series is not evolving very well. Rhode Island has won the first 3 games. Looking at the roster, it was a better drafted team. Rhode Island's got, my goodness, they have, Tolan, Fregosi, Yastrzemski, all guys in the Summer League. Tommy Harper in the Summer League, with their 70 or 71 cards, so which means these are their 69 cards. And their pitching staff, all 4 of these starting pitchers have ERAs around 3.5 or below, which makes me think that they're, well, Bob Miller's card is already in the league as a reliever, but Kilkenny, Heelan's already in the league. Jim Harden. Kilkenny and Harden will probably get into the Summer League. This bullpen's awful, though, but that doesn't seem to matter thus far. And Vancouver, they have, I don't know what they have. They have Bill Melton, Ken Harrelson, maybe. Oh, they got Gary Nolan. That's good, I guess. And that's about it. It's just very lackluster. And if you're wondering why it's so underdrafted, it's because guys drafted to this team originally were included Jim Northrup and Denny McLean, and they're not here because they're in the Summer League, so they had to get replacements for them. And it shows, as I think the commute in this particular bracket, Vancouver Island and Rhode Island, that's a heck of a road trip there for a little tournament. It's like having a softball tournament, having to drive 8 hours, and you play for 1 hour and get eliminated. You have to drive 8 hours back home, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a long commute for this bit of nonsense. Today's starters: Dean Chance for Vancouver Island, Jim Harden for Rhode Island. Let's get started. Ed Stroud leads it off. Single to 1, line out. Jerry Adair bounces to short. Billy Canigliaro bounces to first. Tommy Harper, 56, bounces to short. Harmon's a 326. Well, Dick McAuliffe, we're waiting for him to get into the league. Now, Detroit had Lou Whitaker at second base for a nice big chunk of that Summer League when the errors were switched up. So now Detroit will be looking for a second baseman, and McAuliffe will most certainly get drafted into the league. Let's take a look at McAuliffe's card here. It's a good one. I particularly like the on-base power, left-hander, can hit lefties, that kind of thing. Here, though, he bounces the first. Bobby Tolan, single 1 to 5, line out. Frank Baker, the Cleveland outfielder, not the Oriole Yankee infielder utility guy. There were 2 Frank Bakers, a couple years apart. This one strikes out. Bill Melton, grounds the third. Ken Harrelson, skies the left. Fregosi, 1-7, double 1 to 10, single. Let's look at his card. It's pretty similar to, 69 and 70 Fregosi's are pretty similar. 70 Fregosi, which is in the Summer League, has more power, and that card was just traded from the Angels to Milwaukee to land the rights to Don Sutton, which they immediately traded to the Dodgers to somehow land Bill Singer and Nolan Ryan, along with Andy Messersmith was in that deal as well. Anyway, long story. Carl Yastrzemski, batting 5th. 2-8. Let's take a look at Yastrzemski's card. Now you're like, well, what the heck is Yastrzemski doing here? Well, believe it or not, this card, it's 255. And in 1970, he hit almost, I think he hit 329. So his 70 card is in the Summer League. And this is probably the greatest card in this particular tournament. Even though it's a 255 card, you got 40 homers and 101 walks. And that's a 2-run home run. And Rhode Island is off to another quick start. Willie Smith, base hit. William Freehand, guy's center. Bob Berta, 3-6. Let's take a look at this guy too. Berta, pinch hitter extraordinaire for the Cardinals Giants. In this case, that is another 2-run blast. It's all Rhode Island. It's their world. We're all, the rest of us are just living in it. Jim Lytle bounces to second. Jerry Adair's a 3-13. And with 2 outs, Tommy Harper, Sky's the center. The Ridgebacks, 4-0. The Rhode Island Ridgebacks, as opposed to the Rhodesian Ridgebacks. If you catch that, you know, it's kind of a pun, kind of fun thing there. Line out to second, Byron Brown, homer 1 of 6, fly to left. Terry Harmon, 58, short. This is Fregosi. 9 up and down for Jim Harden. Jim Harden, another interesting story. He with the Orioles, but the Orioles had like 25 starting pitchers, so Harden ended up on the scrap heap, and yeah. McAuliffe, 59, walks. Bobby Tolan, 2-9, short A. Fregosi, 53, left X. This is Stroud, a 3-6 in left field, makes the catch. We're in the 4th. Easy Ed Stroud pops the 3rd. Jerry Adair, 2-7's a clean single. Let's take a look at Jerry Adair. You know, a nice little Midland second baseman at 250, 450 plate appearances. But honestly, you know, the Summer League is, I mean, these guys are a dime a dozen. So you can toss a coin if he gets into the league here. It's not, yeah, probably not though. Billy Canigliera, 49, base hit to left. Adair holds. Frank Baker, 59. 1-10. Harden gives up a 3-run homer in the 4th. Here comes Vancouver Island, 4-3. The Parliament. They have to leave Parliament, take a ferry from Vancouver Island to Port Angeles, Washington, take a long cab ride to Seattle, and then fly across country to Rhode Island for this game. That's a heck of a commute. Bill Melton, 6'10", double 1 of 5, base hit. Ken Harrelson, 2-4, short. 4-3 game in the 4th. Yastrzemski, 310, right field. Willie Smith, pitcher E0. And 2 outs. William Freehand, 1-9's a walk. Bob Berta, 1-3, pitcher. Got a ball game, 4-3 in the 5th. Johnny Edwards, 35. He's trying to get in the Summer League. Grounds is short. He'll be a left-handed catcher for the Astros, but his numbers were never really particularly good. And so we're not sure if he's going to get into the league. Byron Brown, 6'10", double 1 of 5 is a single. Terry Harmon, 1-6 is a K. Most of the damage has been off a Harden card. Ed Stroud, 1-3, homer 1 of 5, fly ball to right. Let's take a look at Ed Stroud's card. He was the lone bright spot in the first couple games. He had reached via a walk. Really kind of a weird card. It's got that triple and 1-7 against lefties. Has a lot of on bases, all things considered. Beast stealer with power. Isn't horrible in the outfield. He's got a slim chance of getting into the league. Hey, he leads off for Vancouver Island. That has to count for something. All right, 4-3 bottom of the 5th. Jim Lytle flies to right. Tommy Harper, 2-4, short. McAuliffe, 39, another walk. 2 walks and 3 trips. Bobby Tolan, base hit, ... Let's take a look at his card, too. Amazing. Now, of course, Tolan is in the Summer League with the Reds, of course, the Big Red Machine. Dominating in center field, and really both of the years, 69 and 70, are both great years. This card hits 305, 25 doubles, 10 triples, 21 home runs. I believe the 70 card is in the league because he's a double-A stealer and a 2 in center field. That's the difference. All right, up and hold. Well, I guess they're not going to be up and hold. They're holding Tolan, but they're playing back with 2 outs for Jim Fregosi. And Fregosi, single 1 of 6, and he lines the short on a 9. They cannot add to the lead. It stays 4-3 in the 6th. Jerry Adair lines out. Billy Canigliera, Bounces to second base. This is McAuliffe at 2E22. And Frank Baker, 1-3, third. Rhode Island has to hope their starting pitchers don't break, so they don't have to deal with the bullpen. Yaz grounds a short. Willie Smith lines a short. Bill Freehan, 1-5 single. And with 2 outs, Bob Berta, 49 single to center. About to break is Dean Chance with 2 outs in the 6th. Jim Lytle, 49, gets the single to center, but it's Freehan, 12, 13, 14. Canigliaro got the 0 arm. He's going to run 1 of 14 with 2 outs, and he scores. And Berta holds at second. And Harper comes up, and that'll be it for Chance. 5 2/3. But he's broken. First and second, 2 outs. And it'll bring in Gary Ross. Let's take a look at him. It's not too bad. Gary Ross will come on in the 6th. He's Tommy Harper. It runs at first and second and 2 outs. Trying to keep this thing together. 48 is a walk. Loaded for McAuliffe. 58. Short X. Harmon's a 3E26 at short, and he makes the play. Vancouver stays alive. 5-3 in the 7th. Harden's the starter 6. Bill Melton will lead it off. 110 left. Ken Harrelson, 57's a K. Johnny Edwards, 1-6, grounds to third. Nice inning for Harden. He's retired 3, 5, 6, 8 in a row after a rough 4th inning. It's 5-3, Rhode Island. Here, stretch time in Rhode Island. We are listening to the Feelies Crazy Rhythms LP, which if you look hard enough, you'll find this on some Rolling Stone magazine top 100 list. So yeah, stretch time, bottom of the 7. Top 100 of the 80s, something like that. Bobby Tolan will lead off the bottom of the 7th against Gary Ross. 57 bounces to second. Jerry Adair, 3-13. 1 out. Fregosi, 5-12's a walk. Yastrzemski, 1-9 is a walk. And here we go, folks. Willie Smith, 58, short X. Maybe not. 3-26. Ground ball B, runners in the corners, 2 outs, trying to put the knockout punch on Vancouver with 2 outs. Bill Freehan, 68, he cannot, he skies the center. So, still 6 outs away and a 2-run lead, and they hate their bullpen, as I mentioned, so Harden's going to stick it out. Byron Brown, 35's a walk, the tie run is Terry Harmon, 57 is a K. Easy Ed Stroud, 3-10, flies to right, and with 2 outs, Jerry Adair, 35, homer 1-2, fly ball to left, and he misses it, of course. Close call, 5-3, bottom of the 8th. 7, let's go with Dave Wickersham in the 8th. Dave Wickersham comes in. A righty who's good against lefties. He might find work. That's always a useful talent. To be better against lefties than righties. A couple lefties coming up. Bob Berta, 48, is single 1-18. Well, that's not a good sign. He hit it, as he should. Jim Lytle, 1-8. Jim Lytle. Let's take a look at this card because it's hideous. Yeah, you know, I mean, this team is about to sweep, and this guy's playing center field for you. So he got his extra base hit on his card, which is on 1-8. That's a double to right field. Berta holds. Second and third, nobody out. They bring it up for Tommy Harper. 46 is triple 1-5 double, and it's all Rhode Island. It's now 7-3. Runner at second for McAuliffe. 1-18, another hit. Runs from the corners for Tolan. Pops to first. They'll bring it up with 1 out for Fregosi. K's, and with 2 outs, Yastrzemski. Skies the center. 7-3 lead. We'll make it interesting by going to this awful bullpen that this good team otherwise has. So, how much can a bad bullpen cost you? Let's start the inning off with the left-hander. The only lefty in their bullpen, Wade Blasingame. Let's take a look at Wade. Yeah. What is the ERA on this guy? 5.37. But you got a 4-run lead. So in the 9th, Blasingame will come in and face Billy Canigliaro. 2 7's a single. Frank Baker can actually hit lefties pretty well, so he'll bat. 2 9 is a walk. Oh boy. Bill Melton. 56 is a grounder to second base. This is McAuliffe, who's a 2E22, a 2, and that is a double play. That's a big play there. Runner goes to third, 2 outs. Ken Harrelson. 34. Let's look at Ken Harrelson's card. Shame the printing mistake. So I don't know what his defense is, but on the basic side, he says it's a 3 at first base. A beast stealer with 30 home runs, and it's 221. You don't see that very much. 30 homers and 221. In this case, it's homer 1 to 17. He misses it, which doesn't really matter too much since they're down by many. But that will be a double that scores a run, and we got a 7-4 game. And the batter's Johnny Edwards, a lefty, and they're going to pinch hit with their other catcher, which is Russ Gibson. And we'll take Blasingame out. And we'll go to the quote-unquote closer, Jack Baldwin. Let's take a look at old Jack. Oh boy. He's good against righties though. And he'll be facing Russ Gibson in a 7-4 game. Russ Gibson, 67 is a K. He gets the strikeout, he gets the cheap save, and they get the sweep. It's really hard to figure out, how really good this Rhode Island team is, because Vancouver, they were clearly overmatched. And I do like Rhode Island starting pitching. I do like the fact that you got guys like Tolan, Fergosi, McAuliffe, and Yastrzemski on this team. As long as they don't blow games late, Rhode Island has a good chance of winning this tournament. Vancouver, on the other hand, is looking to find a cheap hotel for the night, get in and out of the losers bracket, and get back on an airplane to Canada. So Baldwin gets the save. Victoria, I should call them the Victoria Parliament. Victoria, that is the seat of government on Vancouver Island, across the Puget Sound from Port Angeles, I believe. Baldwin, he strikes out a guy to get a save. Blasingame, 2 hits, a run, and a walk. 8 good innings for Harden. And again, this is a scouting venture, so guys like Mike Kilkenny, Jim Harden, Dick McAuliffe will probably get into the league. For the other guys, they have Gary Nolan. It's not his best year. One of the Gary Nolan cards will get into the Summer League. I think Dick Selma's already in the Summer League. In the game you just saw, I don't know if any of these guys will make it. Ken Harrelson's already in the league. I guess Johnny Edwards, as a left-handed hitting catcher, might get into the Summer League, but... So Wickersham came in, and he was horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 runs, and a K. Gary Ross, 3 walks in relief. Dean Chance takes the loss, gives up 8 hits and 5 runs. They were all earned. Walk 3, didn't strike anybody out. 1019, 0108, 712, 12, 712. Oh, I didn't know Harden's line. Harden, 5 hits and 3 runs on that 3-run homer. That was about it. A walk and 4 strikeouts. 1019, 0108, 712, 47. 2561. Let's see the discrepancy in stats here. The first team with a sweep and head-to-head record is the tiebreaker when it comes to seeding in the winner's bracket. So Rhode Island's in pretty good shape, being undefeated for this tournament. Rhode Island and Vancouver. So, after 4 games, Rhode Island, in winning those 4 games, they get 297 with a surprisingly high 3.75 ERA. It's kind of higher than I thought it would be. I don't recall Vancouver generating that kind of offense. And Vancouver is 0-4. They did hit .221 with a 6.35 ERA. And so with a little bit more offense than we've seen in the previous series, our league ERA and batting average should be going up a little bit. 29 games, we're hitting .241, and our league ERA is now up to .334 in the Winter Baseball Classic. All right, thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.